AMC 12B 2023 problem 7. For how many integers n does the expression square root of log n squared minus log n whole squared over log n minus 3 represent a real number where log denotes the base 10 logarithm? Okay. Before the exam, AMC 12, A10, A2023, I had released 4 videos. One related to algebra, and I said important rules of logarithm, and also the graph is what they can be useful here. The graph is like this one. When the base is greater than 1, it is ascending. It is log x, for example, to the base 10. So, because we have square root, inside square root should be at least 0. Okay? So, we should consider the sign of numerator and denominator. So here, because n, it says n is integer, we know because here we use log n, n should be greater than equal 0, strictly greater than 0. So the first one that we can use is n1, so n should be positive integer. If n is 1, then let's consider this one a. A will be what? A will be square root of 0 minus 0 over 0 minus 3. It will be square root of 0 over negative 3, which will be square root of 0, which will be 0. It's a real number, so one answer is n1. Now, suppose n is at least 2, so because of here, as you can see, log n is positive. It's greater than 0. Now let's consider the sign of numerator and denominator here. Let's first focus on numerator. One rule in logarithm, I said the first one is this diagram I said before exam. And idea 2, again, I said before exam, is log a, for example, to the m, is m log a. So if you consider numerator, then this one will be 2 log n minus log n whole squared. And if you factor from log n, it will be 2 minus log n. We know this part is always positive, log n positive here, we proved. So 2 minus log n, we want to see under which case it is positive. If 2 minus log n is positive, then 2 is greater than log n, and by the definition of logarithm, we know that because it is increasing, so n is less than 10 because it is to the base 10, 10 squared or 100, okay? So, numerator, if n is less than 100, greater than equal to is positive for this n, and otherwise if n equals 100 it will be 0. If n is greater than 100 it will be negative. Okay, it was numerator. Now let's work on denominator. Log n minus 3, under which case it will be positive, so log n should be greater than 3 because log n to the base 10 is increasing, so n should be greater than 10 cubed by the definition of logarithm, 1000. So denominator, it is positive if n is greater than 1000. It is 0, under which case it is 0, n equals 1000. It is negative if n is less than 1000. Okay, now let's check n from 2 to 100. So because square root, inside square root should be at least 0. This one is bad, and 1000, because denominator will be 0. And n100 is good because inside square root will be 0. Here, positive, n should be between 2 and 1, less than 100, at least 2, less than 100, greater than 1000. It is not possible because if a number is greater than 1000, it cannot be between 2 and 100. For this one, n is greater than 100, less than 1000. So we can have 101 102 to 1000. 1000 strictly less than 1999. So it will be 999 minus 100. So it will be what? It will be 899. 899 plus n100. That was good. And n1, it will be 8 answer. It will be 899 plus this case n100 and n1. So the answer will be 901. So the answer is which choice? The answer will be choice E. Okay, if you want to know other important formulas and rules in logarithm or want to prepare for AME or other math exams, feel free to send message to my WhatsApp number in the description.